Today we're in Springfield, Massachusetts, and we're in front of the First Congregational Church of Indian Orchard. The society that was formed in 1848 in Indian Orchard wanted the building on their own, but for 15 years they couldn't get one. And finally in 1863 they constructed this beautiful church, and it's still here. So it's the third oldest church in Springfield. And that's unusual because usually you expect older and older and this can really stabilize. Mostly you expect very old churches around. In Springfield, most of them didn't last very long at all. And so we're going to talk about the four components of the church itself. And you had a good view now of all the components, so we'll go back to the left. And first we'll start with where we are. We're on Berkshire Street at the corner of Myrtle Street in the Orchard section of Springfield. In the distance behind the sign, there's a Cottage Shell Park and a lot of nice houses around. There's a school down Myrtle Street. But the sign says Orchard Covenant Church. And they formed a long time ago too, and they took over this building. But the building historically doesn't lose its name. It's the First Congregational Church in Indian Orchard. The main church is right in front of us, called the Sanctuary. It has some beautiful stained glass windows. And you can see a lot of dentils in the top of the roof line. The roof is at this point asphalt shingle. It probably was slate at one point. Now to its side is the tower, which probably had a bell at one point. I'm trying to judge if it does anymore. Probably not, but at one time we had a bell inside that belfry. And you can see the overall look is very eclectic. It takes a lot of styles, Romanesque features inside the tower itself, and Italianate features inside the church. Now attached to it is a covenant hall, our church hall, where people could socialize after the Mass. And you can see it's rather modern. That probably was the location of the former rectory itself, but the rectory seems to be gone now. Right, and I have an internet site where I write all this information up for you. I have lots of pictures for you, so you can learn a lot more about this area. So the best thing about this church is the front, but we're going to sneak a few feet over inside and see the side. Okay, and you can see along the side here, the windows have a very pointed shape. They're neither Gothic nor Romanesque to it, right? And if I had to choose one, it's trying to probably be a neo-Gothic, but it's so eclectic that it really doesn't go into any form at all. Okay, so what we're going to do for you is do a panoramic, a half panoramic for the site, 180 degrees. All right, thank you for coming to this site.